Agueda, City of Umbrellas. If you've not heard about this, there's the Umbrella Project in Portugal. Where they have all these colorful umbrellas up above the street. If you have not heard about it, then the game Agueda, City of Umbrellas from 25th Century Game will give you a very good introduction to that, along with some cool gameplay. And I'm going to show you how it plays solo right after this. Alright, we are set up for Agueda, City of Umbrellas solo version. So this is going to play similarly to the multiplayer version, except after I take my turn, before this gets refilled, we do a tour guide. Get ahead of myself, let me explain the basic rules. On my turn, I am going to grab some umbrellas from the display out here. If I grab a solo one, I'm going to get a coin. If I grab two, I don't take a coin, I don't spend a coin. If I take a row of three, I spend a coin. If I have no coins, I obviously have to go with a 1 or a 2. Once I take the umbrellas, I'm going to put them out here on my street. I can choose whichever street I want. They go from left to right in any order I want, not necessarily in the order they are up here. When I cover a paintbrush with a umbrella, I'm going to look at that color over here on my mural and flip it over if it's not already flipped over. If it's flipped over, then I just wasted that paintbrush, where there are 6 paintbrushes and 6 murals. Once I unlock both mural sections, I unlock another tourist. What do tourists do, you may ask? Well, as I said, I'm going to put the umbrellas here. After I do that, I have 2 choices. Well, 1.5 and 2. You can attract 1 tourist or 2 tourists. To me, that's the same thing, but they have it listed as 2 actions, so you can do 1 or 2. When you attract a tourist to the street, if you attract 1, you're going to choose one of the 2 colors and score as many points as there are umbrellas on that street. If you put 2 tourists there, you're going to score for both colors. If a spot already has a tourist on it, you cannot put a tourist on that spot in a future turn. It needs to be empty. How do they get empty, you may ask? So say I have this all full of tourists, and I place my umbrellas. Obviously I can't score. I'm going to take a break. These all come back up here. We then slide these tiles down, with this one looping up to the top. Then that opens me up for future turns to be able to put the tourists out again. So as you're filling up your umbrellas, you kind of want to not load up all of your greens and purples down here, because it's only going to score once. It's going to be looping around, so you kind of want to diversify where you're putting your colors and maybe plan ahead a little bit, which you'll see on my first move, because I think I know what my first move is going to be, but I'll get to that when it's time to do the moves. So again, I'm going to do that. I'm going to grab the umbrellas, put them out, attract the tourists. Then, before refilling the display, this is where the solo is different, I'm then going to flip over the top card of this tour guide deck, and it's going to have me discard a certain type of umbrella. When I discard those, I'm going to keep them separated by the color that they are. So you'll see I have my little cupcake holders over here. This pink is going to be a stand-in for red, for I don't have red, but we have the red, we have the blue, the orange, the yellow, the green, and the purple. Now, why am I keeping those separated? Well, for scoring purposes. In the solo mode, at the end of the game, which the game end is going to be triggered either when I fill up all of my streets, or when this last card is flipped over and taken care of. I did the math, there's 10 cards. It should average out to being ending about the same time. They're going to get certain points based on level that we're going to go at, plus 1 point per umbrella of the most discarded colored. If tied, choose one. So that'll why you kind of separate them here, so you can quickly look or count them. I think I am going to start by playing on beginner, for this is the first time I played the solo. I've played this game a few times. I like it, so hence the solo play, but we are still going to go with the beginner, and I'm just going to throw this on the bottom of the deck here. So that is how the tour guide scores. How do I score? Well, down here you'll see endgame scoring. Based on how many murals I have flipped, I will get points. I'm going to look at these shops up here and score points based on their conditions. We have the outlandish oddities. If you have an odd number of umbrellas in this color, which is the orange, score 1 point for each. Umbalina's umbrellas of these 2 colors, score 2 points for each umbrella in the color you have the least of on your board. If tied, pick one. And then this is always active. These two are randomly chosen. This is always active. And this is, you're going to count all umbrellas of those 3 colors, divide it by 2, round it down, and that's how many points you're going to score for those. And if I have any empty spots left on my board, I get -1 for every empty spot. So how we're going to do this playthrough, I'm going to play through a round, maybe 2, and then we're going to speed up, and then we're just going to jump to the last round so you can see how it begins and how it ends. With that being said, let us begin. So as I said, I think I have my first move planned. I'm going to spend a coin, and I'm going to take these 3 umbrellas. I'm going to put them down on this street. That's going to flip over my purple mural, like such. I may have these upside down. We'll see when I start doing them, because maybe this one's supposed to be more like this. I think so. Alright, main reason I'm doing that is I'm going to attract my tourist to here. I'm going to score purple, which gives me 2 points, but now I have a yellow here for when the yellow and orange slides down. Plus, now I am right next to possibly be able to unlock another tourist by just putting a solo one there to give me coins. Now, we are not going to refill yet. We are going to flip over this top card. And it says discard all blue or purple from the market, whichever has the most umbrellas, and they are going to score 1 point per discard umbrella. There are no purples. There's 1 blue. They discard that one. They score 1 point. And now we will refill. So that's it. That's how simple all of this is. We just dig into our big old bag here. We refill left to right, top to bottom. So that one. Then we go down here. And then there and there. Alright, so this is an instance where maybe I spend a coin to get all the greens again, right? But if I put the greens down here, I'm not going to be able to score, so maybe I'm going to put my greens up here. Which is green and purple, so that might be a good one to put up here. I can do my green, which will unlock a tourist. And I could just reset right away so it's all set up for next round. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to spend my last coin for now. So I'm going to have to start gaining coins or just going 2 first to grab this whole row right here. And we are going to go purple, green, and green, which flips over this tile, like such, unlocks this tourist. I could just put one out for no reason, but instead I am going to immediately take a break and rotate this up there. So that is ready to go for a future turn. I might even get more green and purple in there before I even do that. So again, before I refill that, discard all of the color with the least umbrellas. If tied, choose one. So all 3 of those are the least. I get to choose. I think we are going to get rid of the green. And then they are going to score 1 point for the one they discarded. Refill. And there we go. All right, now I'm going to get on with it, and I will see you at the end. Alright, so it looks like this is going to be my final turn. And I will have one empty space because I got to where I needed to do too many singles at the end. I should have tried to fill in one of these. I just didn't get to it. Alright, so my last pick. So I think it's going to probably be a solo green down here because then I'm going to be good for that. Although my orange would give me 3 points. But I think we're going to just do a solo green. Like so. And get that coin. Like that. So now they flip over there. Oh, I get to attract. So 1, 2, 3. That's just a 1. So let's go ahead and plop both down here for 3 points. 1, 2, and 3. Like so. Their last one is going to be discarding all orange or yellow. Whichever has the most. Yellow has the most. So that is 1, 2 points. Now we go into endgame scoring. So they are going to get 5 points. And then 1 point per umbrella of the most discarded color. So blue is 3, red is 3, that's 2, that's 1, that's 3, that's 3. So it's 3 points. 1, 2, and 3. So I have high hopes that I'm going to win. So let's go ahead and let's just move them to expert level. Let's go all the way to 33. Alright, so my whole mural flipped. Yes, so that is 6 points. Shops. I do not have an odd number of oranges, so I don't score that. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 2 points, that's 8 points. And then this one, so what I like to do is kick off all that aren't that color. And let's get rid of orange. And get rid of the green. So, yep, 1, 2. So that's 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points for that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Minus 1 point for the empty spot. So I have 37 to their 33. So that means I am the winner, for I beat them on their score. So that was Agueda City of Umbrella's solo version. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you will also go ahead and subscribe, like, comment, and share this channel. Also ring the bell so you can be alerted to when we have new videos, which is basically every weekday we go with at least one. I'll also ask you to please check the description down below for our link to our Patreon, and also to look for podcasts are found for our podcast. So until next time, I am the Groom, trying to stay out of the rain with an art project.